Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Your host, Brendon Bengtson here. How's everybody doing? Sorry for the interruption, Mr. Haz. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Today, we are back on the Imperial Titan. What's up? How you guys doing? Good morning. Hello. Last time on Brendon Isaiah Bengtson does Pixelogic channel, we started getting the Gatling gun blocked out. So, if you missed the last one, feel free to jump over to ZBrushLive.com and you can find my author page there. And it actually has all of the previous episodes of this guy from very beginning to currently where we are now. So if you'd like to catch up later and stay for the fun time now, well, then welcome to. Good morning. What's up, Gary? Gray. Today we are going to continue the block out for the Gatling gun. We are going to get that rolling. And what I'm going to try to do is show you the actual model. Actually. Let's get that over there. Okay, that's just to make sure that the stream is going. Okay, cool. Then what I'm going to do, I'll show you a little snippet here of the actual model. I think I've got, let's see if we can get a little bit more light in here. Of course, that's the light behind the thing that I'm going to show you. Took the liberty to paint this guy. Let me see if I can get you in there. So this, it may be a little bit blurry and kind of in the dark, but that's really what we're going for, is this nice look and feel to it. Let's see, I actually kind of got some of him put together. There we go. A little bit better. Anyways, that's the reference that I'm going to be using. It's a great reference. Great excuse to get this guy and paint him up too. He's been a lot of fun to work on. Both digitally and in the real. Live in the now, bro. So, that's, if you catch me looking down quite a bit, that's what I'm looking at. I think what I'm going to do is just pull his arm off real quick. No, not my arm. Don't do it, dude. What a world. Okay. Now, I can see his arm a little bit better. So he's got like this really fun and cool arm joint. I don't know if you can see that. It's like literally right behind the light. Awesome. But he's got like all these like pistons and fun joints and stuff up there that we're going to get into today. And then we'll get into like all these little pieces and stuff. Alright. And to help visually, I've got some, let's see, where is he? This guy. Which is pretty cool. I think it's this one. Yeah, 360. Here we go. Yes. Load the 360. Do the thing. Let me just refresh the page real quick. This one? No. This one. Yes. There we go. Awesome reference for this guy. So here's another kind of look at some of the things that we're going to be doing. So, what's up, SL? What's up, hello, Japan? Charlie? Zero? How you guys all doing? So we'll get into kind of blocking all this stuff in and get the joint going today. And then, yeah. A little skull and stuff back here. All kinds of fun stuff. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. This is where we ended up last time. So this guy right here, he's got just a Boolean shape that's cutting out this particular piece, which is kind of nice. Alright, now we're going to Alright, we're going to block out how this arm joint is gonna go. So I guess we could use this guy. I have problems with my transferring detail over to my retopo mesh. It keeps exploding. Any suggestions that will keep that from happening? Ricky, I'd have to kind of look at the problem to be able to try to figure out what's going on. It's also a little bit out of scope of what we're currently working on. Transferring detail over to my retopo mesh. Are you talking about projecting? Like using the project all kind of transfer? Or are you talking about baking? Dougie, you and your bacon? Alright. Let's block out this little, see if I can get the image. Where's the image? So here, he's got like this little, similar to this guy, but he's got like a little cover, blast cover up here. So we'll do that, and then we'll do a couple Booleans in here. Could be, yeah. This guy, if you don't know, this is Imperial Titan from Warhammer 40,000. Imperial Knight Titan. Imperial Knight Crusader. That's what it is. Of the Adaptus Mechanicus family. Yes, the projected detail. Okay, to project to detail. Keeps exploding. That's weird. Do you have any suggestions? What I would say is, if you're having some like weird issues with the mesh, maybe just try duplicating the mesh and working on a duplicate of whichever one is exploding. Maybe it's a problem with the mesh. What I would do is just whenever you're having a problem like that is just to isolate. So start small. So like maybe take just like a sphere, and then duplicate it, make another sphere, and sculpt some details on it, and then see if that project works, and project one to the other. So like just start super small in a tight environment, and make sure that the projecting is working, and then if that's working, then rule that out, and then move on to the next piece. It's trying to figure all that stuff out it's really kind of specific to what exactly you're doing. So I would isolate as much as possible. Try the projecting on something that's completely different. See if you're getting the same issues. And then if you're not, then kind of keep going from there. Does that kind of make sense? Okay. So there's two things. You know what I could probably do is I could probably just take this guy. He is Macho. This, if you want to look at all the previous work, we can go to ZBrushLive.com and find my author page, and it will all the work has been there, so you can find all of that stuff. What I'll do is I'll just remake it completely to show you guys, just in case, how I made this particular one. So we'll just do that. So let's isolate this guy. What I want to do is I want to take this guy, because I want to match this curvature. I'll use this particular piece as the source. What's up, Fuzz? So in this particular case, we're just going to dupe. So let's duplicate this guy. Great. Let's move him down. What's up, Status? How you doing? Okay. I don't need any of this other stuff, so we could do auto groups. Auto groups. There we go. I just want this guy. And then we can delete hidden. Alright, so now I've got this dude right here. Should be pretty easy, actually. So let's get him to the size that we want. So I'm just going to use this, and we'll go about like, whoa. So I'm just going to get the distance off of him. Yeah, no problem, Macho. Yeah, there's a lot of great artists on there. They're fantastic. A stupid question regarding employment. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one to ask, but would be really grateful if you can answer. Sure. I could try to answer. While we're doing that, basically I'm going to just take and rip off these pieces on the top. So let's just grab. Nope. Nope. Just gonna hide all that. Cool. That's what I want. And then we'll just delete hidden. Now we've got that. Let's turn off subdiviv. So that's the basic curvature that I want, which is good. Okay, and then we get the shape. So I'm going to pull this back. I think probably the most difficult thing when you're working on kind of like matching shapes is just what shape do you start from. That's honestly one of the biggest things. This goes. This goes a little bit shorter. So right about there. Okay, cool. And then let's go to our handy dandy Z modeler brush. Okay, cool. We got the Z modeler brush, and then I'm just going to Q mesh, polygroup all, and we'll just add some thickness to this guy. How does that feel? That's about right. I think this dude's got to come up just a little bit. Compensate for that. Okay, cool. Let's grab this dude. Now the question is, like, how do I make that piece? And I actually think before I add thickness to it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Boolean and see if I can get this corner, this little corner, stuck out first. So let's undo that real quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do brush, insert, come here, I'm going to grab a cylinder, and then I'm just going to drag it right onto this guy. Like this. Now he's already masked, so I can literally just come in here like this. Alright, so this is masked and this is not, so I can go to split unmasked points, which will take this piece and take it off into a separate subtool, which is this guy, right? So if I use the Boolean now and use this cover piece as the start, and then the cylinder as a minus, there we go. Now if I turn my polyframe, I can actually see what that guy is. Cool. I want to try to apply this junior modeler to any big film making studios. Although my main focus and portfolio is more in game dev, hard surface. The question is it silly to apply to these big studios as a hard surface modeler only? Because it wasn't developing my organic skills much and went into mastering hard surface. I don't have a lot of experience in the film industry, but what I do know from the people that I know in the film industry is that it's actually, I would say it's better to be specialized in hard surface, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. There's a lot of people out there that if you're a super badass hard surface artist, like they want those skills specifically. Yes, this is using Boolean. So this one's start and then this one's minus. The cool thing is, like, you can do all kinds of fun stuff, like this is union and this is addition. I would say if you don't have much experience, your stuff better be awesome. You know, like it's a very fine. There's a very fine range in there. So when you apply to your strengths, so yep, yes. And I probably would make you're a character creature artist. I mean, so it's tough to say because some studios like seeing that you have breadth. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Let's mirror. So I want this portion of it, and then we can mirror and weld. And then what I'm going to do is do auto groups. Let's click on that guy, and then we'll bring him over like this. So studio that you were at, where you're a creature artist. They were hoping to do some hard surface. Breath is good when toasted and bacon on top. God damn it, Dougie. Don't try to apply as a character artist if you ain't ready, and be honest with yourself. Oh, that was TKJ. Oh, okay, yes, you were answering. I thought that was the same person. Sorry. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about the requirements too much. That's the requirements when they post requirements. That's kind of more just to kind of weed out the chaff, I guess you could say. Um, and I wouldn't worry about that too much. I would say just have a super badass portfolio. That's really what it's about. Okay, look at that. We've got a little cover. Yeah, honestly, like if you have a badass portfolio, you can pretty much almost go anywhere. The caveat is what makes a badass portfolio. So focus on hard surface plus normal plus sculpting, clothing. Fuzzball, as an aspiring character modeler, should I focus on hard surface plus normal, sculpting, cloth, etc. in creatures, or should I only focus on one in the beginning for games? I always honestly say when I hear that, I tell people that you should think about the things that you love doing. Do you like organics? Do you like hard surface? Honestly, a character artist should be able to do both. Yeah, Dougie, I could take this, move it to the center, and then instead of eyeballing it, I can just mirror and weld it, and then move it back over. I'm a little bit more interested right now on maintaining the exact distance away from the barrel. But yes, I could do that. I would say, Fuzzball, that if you're thinking about trying to go into different areas and what to apply and how to apply it and all that fun stuff, I would say really focus on the things that you love doing, because the things that are in your portfolio is what you'll get hired for, ultimately. Alright, let's see if I can do this real quick. So let's save this. Yes. Does that make sense, Dougie? I think I read your question wrong. If you wanted to make sure that this cylinder and this cylinder were on point, I would either try to use local symmetry. So in transform symmetry, there's local. Sorry, where is it? Where's this one? Transform local symmetry. I would try to do either mirror and weld on local symmetry. So this is vertical symmetry, this is local symmetry. This one's in transform left symmetry, transform vertical symmetry. I always forget where they are. So here's vertical symmetry, and this one is local symmetry. So you could try doing that. The only other way would be to kind of move all of this to your center, but then you don't, like, you kind of have to guess where center is. So it becomes a little bit weird. Alright, let's see if we can get this Boolean real quick. I'm really hoping that this Boolean will do just the one that I have picked, and not everything. Is pressed all visible subtools. Okay. Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that right now. So instead, what I'll do is, let's isolate this guy. He has, let's do group by normals, which is fine. So I want a normal on every other face. Go to Geo, crease by polygroup, or crease by Paul-Gabry, and then we'll do dynamic subdivision, and that will give me that nice one. Now, in order to get the cutout to be nice, we'll just need to go and do the same thing to these guys. So we'll do group by normals, crease by Paul-Gabry, and then we'll dynamic subdiv. There we go. Alright, so that's the basic block out of that guy. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay. And then we've got a couple of little pieces. I'm not going to worry about the little border yet. This border piece. I'll do that after I end up doing the Boolean. It's just a little bit easier to do it that way. So what I'll do is we'll go grab this dude. We'll go brush, insert, go back to my insert brush. And I'm just going to grab a Q cube. And we're just going to draw that guy right on here. Right, and then we'll do split unmasked. I want this to be... Don't crash, dude. I want that to be there. I want that to be... Oh, whoops. Let's take this guy back up here. Pull him back on start. Take this guy off. That's what I want. Okay, cool. And then he's dynamic subdived. I don't want that. I want this. And then we'll just... What comes to mind when you hear the word hard surface? The stuff that I'm doing right now, that's what I think. So, I want to create a negative shape in here, but I don't want to have... I want the curvature of the this bottom piece to match this curvature, is what I really want to do. So instead of using just an insert brush, let's delete this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rip a piece off of this guy, is what I really want to do. That's what I want to do. So let's use G for group. Yeah, this is going to be cool. This will be fine. So I want to just literally just rip these pieces off. So what I can do is, let's grab these pieces right here. Let's go Q mesh, and then so regular Q mesh, I can just pull this off. If I hold down Control, it will literally pull this piece off and give me a new piece. Is actually what I want. So I can duplicate this curvature, is what I really want. And then I can hide that guy and then just do split hidden. So now what I've done is I've created this secondary piece, this guy. But because we all of the subtools have their own history, now I can just go back in history to this. Go back here. And it's good. I've just recreated this piece right here. That's really all that I wanted. So we'll go like this. Oh no. Alright, I'll show you something else. So, oh, maybe it's because this is... There you go. It's because my widget was on something weird. No, it's because my widget was on the weird. Cool, we got that. And then now what I could do is go back and do key mesh. And then boom, now I've got an actual piece that I can use for my Boolean. Actually, what I want to do before I do that is I just want to delete this guy. So we're going to go into delete. We'll just delete that face. That's what I want. Cool. And then we go back in here to QMesh, polygroup all, and pull that out just like that. That's fine. We'll do group by normals. We'll do crease by normals. Crease by polygroup. Here's the thing. The reason why I have all this stuff out here is so I don't have to keep doing this. That's basically it. So if I find myself doing this a lot, I'm like, okay, this is really bugging me. So let's do enable customize. We'll grab this guy. We're gonna put him in the geo location, which is these guys. So I'm gonna take this guy, pull that guy out, and I'm gonna take this dude and just pull him right here. Grab these guys, pull them down. There we go. Okay, so take off enable customize, store config. That means it'll do that whenever I open it back up, and then save my UI. I'll do that later. Cool. Now I have crease by polygroups out here. I use that a lot. All right, so then we do dynamic subdiv. Okay, cool. Awesome. Go back to my geo. Let's turn that to off. And then let's grab this guy and just pull him in like this. That's what I want. So now the bottom of that is matching the curvature. Nice. Cool. And then what we'll do is we're going to isolate this guy. We're going to do Control W to give everybody the same on there. So it's the same polygroup. I changed it to the same polygroup because I want to do this. So I'm going to grab this, rip this off, and then I'm going to set the distance to say something like that, and then I'm going to let go of Control and Alt and do this one more time, and it'll give me the exact distance again. Cool. Done. Done. Okay, those probably are a little bit too big, but I'll adjust those things later. Alright. Let's do the quick little circle cutouts for this guy. Okay, so let's go brush, insert, go back to my insert brush. Let's just grab a sphere. Okay. Something like this. Grab that, pull him in here like this. Alright, where is this guy? This guy should be in my Gatling gun. So let's make sure he's in here. Okay, cool. And then we'll do split unmasked points. And then we'll do start on this guy and negative on this guy. Done. So let's pull this out a little bit. So I don't want this to kind of creep in on the opposite side of that curvature. So I want it to be about like this. Alright, and then I'm going to do another insert. So grab this dude. This time we're going to grab a Q cube. We'll just do this guy. We'll do split unmasked points. We're going to do negative. Ghost Rider. Grab this guy. Move him back like this. Great, now we're cutting out a little piece here. That's really what I want to do. So just this little piece is offset. Something like that. Okay, cool. And we got the similar ones on the other side. So what I will do, I'm just going to eyeball this. So this guy, we'll just do Control W to give it all just one polygroup. That's fine. And then we'll do Control click and duplicate, drag him across. Cool. And then we'll do the same thing with this guy. We will Control W to give him one polygroup. Control click like that. And then we'll just get that distance right. Something a little bit like that. This one will grab, pull him about like that. Okay, cool. Now for this guy, for this bottom one, we'll do another one. We'll do... Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We'll do insert mesh here. Okay, that's fine. We'll do split unmasked points. Turn that to negative. Turn on my polyframe so I can see this dude. Pull him back like this. So basically what we're doing is we're going to do this little guy here too. What's up, Sergey? Hello from California. So we'll do this little guy next. So we got that. And then what I'm going to do is let's pull him to the middle. And then let's see if we can do this. No, that's not going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mask half of this guy. There we go. And then we'll do that. So I want this flat side along the top there. What's up, Insane? Insane Cakes. What's up, buddy? Cool. Kill the mask, and then we'll just move the whole thing over a little bit here. Perfect. Alright, let's see how this is looking in perspective here. Okay, it's a little bit closer. I think... We've got a little bit more curvature here. Whoa. Easy there, buddy. We've got a little bit more curvature here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just unmask those guys. Kind of pull this in. Whoa. Mask that. Pull that in. Mask that. Pull that in. That's a little bit closer. Okay, I think that's cool for now. Actually, let's grab this guy. I think this guy's a little bit too tall. So just pull him down just a touch. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll grab these guys and we'll just pull them down a scotch. These guys. Let's clear the mask. We'll just... Hey, come on. What the hell? What the hell, Bobby? These guys. Clear the mask. That's what I want. There we go. Cool. Feels better. Feels good, man. Alright, so let's start working on... start working on the shoulder joint here. So the shoulder joint is going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to start with some cylinders and block out the actual pieces here. Okay, so here's how it goes. Take this guy. We're just going to turn this dude off for now. Okay. What I want to do is I want to make sure that the orientation is flush to this guy. So I'm just going to do an insert brush right on this guy. So we'll do brush, insert. I'm already on my insert brush. Okay, cool. And then we'll just put them right about there. Alright, so now I got my orientation correct. Alright, so then we'll just split unmasked points. Grab this dude. Pull him up here. Okay. So now I've got it orientated, which is awesome. And the nice thing is that when you do insert, your gizmo is usually right on the bottom of that point. So it makes it kind of quick and easy. So let's make this guy a little bit taller. Okay, we've got that, and then this whole dude is duplicated again, so we'll make a duplicate of him up here. Okay, that's fine. And then we've got the little cross hair. So we're going to duplicate this guy again. Like this. We're going to snap him to 90 degrees. Pull him up here like this. We're going to center on this. And then we're going to pull him down like this. Let's see how big that is. It's actually almost the same circumference. So we'll leave that about right there, maybe just a little bit smaller. And then it's going to be one cylinder on this side and one cylinder on this side. So instead of having something that goes through both sides, we're just going to create one cylinder on this side and then duplicate it over to the other side. Let's turn off perspective for now. Aha! There's something amiss. There's something amiss. I don't like it. See that? There's a little bit of rotation here. I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh God, no, I don't want that. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna hide this guy. Oop, let's do auto groups. Hide this dude. We'll delete hidden, and we'll do this guy again. Okay. So we'll unmask this guy. That's fine. We're going to move to unmasked center and reorientate this guy. Alright, now I'll rip this dude off again. I think what happened was my widget wasn't centered. So let's go this to 90. And then now we do this. Okay, cool. Much better. It's all crisp and clean and clear now. That's how I like it. Okay, so make this guy just a touch smaller. Like that. And then we'll click, drag, duplicate over to the other side. Cool. And then he's got... Okay. So this, let's turn that off. We're going to go into here. We're going to come into here. This guy's got a little lip on here, so we'll just go ahead and insert, and then we'll do Q mesh, poly loop. We'll give this guy what? No, no, no. Auto groups. There we go. Give this guy a little bit of. Okay, there we go. That's good. He's got a bit of a cutout here. I don't know if you can see it on any of these. I don't think you can. So, let me think real quick. When shaping something out, do you care if parts are exactly equal or aligned with each other, or mostly by sight? For the most part, I try to keep everything lined up nice and smooth and crisp. When I'm doing the initial block out, once things start getting like awry, things start getting really kind of wackadoo real quickly. So when I'm in the blockout stage like this, I try to keep it as crisp and clear as humanly possible. Usually what I'm doing is I'm typically doing all this modeling on the center plane so that I can utilize symmetry. In this particular case, I'm like, meh, whatever. These guys are too thin. I think these guys are too thin. Nope, it's about right. Just kidding. Pre-drag, what's up, dude? Okay. So let's save it. Save it, save it, save it. Okay, so I'm gonna get like a little cutout that goes in here. Now, before I do that, let's finish blocking this out first. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this dude. So because he is his own polygroup, I can just control click and it will isolate him. So I'm going to grab this dude, pull him off like this. I'm going to rotate 90. He's going to live in the middle here. And I'm using the end of that blue arrow to just line him up real quick. I can do this one by sight, that's fine. It's pretty cool is you can use elements on your screen really smartly. You see how I'm the edge of this guy I'm using to kind of line up on the center point. It's not exactly perfect, but at least it's within the ballpark. I don't need it to be exact in the middle of everything right now. But if I really wanted to, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just do it because I like things being perfect. So I'm going to grab this guy right here. Let's do Control W. Let's do actually auto groups. I'm going to grab this whole thing. I'm going to grab this guy. Because that's how we roll. You are correct. So I'm going to replace this, the widget on the very bottom here. And I'm going to duplicate this guy. So we're going to Control Alt, click and move. That's this guy. Now it automatically masks. We take this guy over here, and then now we rotate him to 90. Let me pull him in. Alright, now I know for sure that it's exactly in this middle. which is fine. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. This guy's going to be about the size of this. So let's put this guy up a little bit more. Right, so this guy actually is going to live he lives in here. Boop. And as you can see, things are way off. Let me put this dude together real quick. Oh, he's a lot closer, that's why. He's a lot closer. All of that is way closer. This is what really helps to have the actual model. You can get the exact look that you're looking for. Come on, man, get on there. There we go. Oh yeah, he lives a lot closer in there. What I'm seeing is that this piece right here actually lives way closer. Which is fine. Okay, we'll just mass move everything over there. That's totally fine. And this guy lives about out to here. And then we've got about equidistant this same thickness from here to where this piece starts. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, make him this space is just about the same size as this space. So negative space, almost the size as the positive space. When extruding, let's do it. That's how we roll. Always troubles extruding like faces going out in diagonal instead of just straight ahead. Yeah, it kind of does that, especially if you're on a curved surface. It does some weird stuff. Both Q-meshing and extruding does the same thing. We saw that happen on these little guys. Okay, so we're going to use this move all feature here. What this does is, so let's hide those guys. Let's select all of these dudes. Whoa. Let's turn that off for a second. Grab that guy. Oops. Grab all this stuff. That's what I want. Let's clear the mask. Now I'm just going to move this guy out just to see if everything's coming along for the ride. And we're not grabbing that guy. So let's just go to that. I think it's this guy. Oh, why is he using that thing? What the hell is that thing? I don't know where that guy came from. That's weird. Okay. I think he must have been some other insert mesh that happened. I don't know why. It's a little strange. All right, we'll do auto groups and we'll just delete this guy. Oops. Cool. Delete hidden. Okay. Now we've got it. Okay. Go to unmask center, and then now all of this should move. That's what I want. Alright, so this guy's going to come in and live... Is that where he sits? Oh. Yeah, it may have some spacing issues here. I'm just going to put him together real quick and see where his arm lands. His arm lands way out there. So why... Why, oh why, are you being weird? Oh, I'm just getting some sizing proportions correct here. So his eye... Oh, he's tilted out, that's why. Duh! Okay, if he was rotated down... Almost done. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. See, if he was tilted down here, yeah, his would be right about there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I got it. So I was looking at the distance between where this guy sits and where this joint sits. And in the actual model, there's a lot more space here. You see, there's like a little bit more space here, but that's because this is not straight up and down. It actually tilts out. So like on this ball joint, this whole thing just rotates out a little bit, so it's rotated out more, and it's not just straight up and down. So that's why this is a lot closer. I'm not ready to move to rotate all of this stuff yet. After I'm done modeling it, then I'll rotate it. So that's why this space looks a little bit weird. Okay. So back to this guy. Alright, so that's that. Alright, now they've got some cool things happening. Alright, so there's a little piece. I think this guy is actually a little bit bigger. It's these proportions that... So let's turn this off. Let's get this guy a little bit... Yeah, basically everything's from this guy. He's like literally tilted out this way a little bit, so that's what gives it this space. But I'm not quite ready to do that part. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab this Boolean and pull him back just a touch. He's way smaller. Why did I make this guy so big? That's more like it. Let's recenter this guy, pull him across. Okay. That's a little bit better. Now all of this, I think, goes forward. This guy is sitting back on the third back here. Just a little bit further back. So let's grab all of this. And this isn't centered here either. So we're going to grab pretty much this whole thing and center right about there. Okay, turn this dude off. grab this, and we're going to pull all of this stuff back just a hair. So he's going to be back on the second third back here, but centered here. So let's grab this guy. I think these guys are a little bit too thin. So I could size everything, split everything, size everything, or I could just use Q-mesh. Why don't I just use Q-mesh to make everything a little bit thicker? So we'll go G, grab that, grab Q-mesh, we're going to do polygroup all, and then I'm just going to kind of thicken all this up a little bit. Grab this guy. Let's auto group real quick. Grab this guy, recenter him, and then I'm going to make that guy just a little bit smaller for now. Clear the mask. Go back to polygroup. Okay, cool. Now they're all a little bit thicker. The quicker, thicker, bigger upper. This is going to be right about, let's say, kind of want all of this to come back out just a little bit. Right about there. Curious where that lines up. Sorry, I'm in my own world real quick, guys. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get things lined up. Ooh. That's why. Okay. Well. Alright. Oh, buddy. So, there's some other larger issues that I'm running into right now, which is I'm kind of trying to base the placement of this thickness and where it is in space compared to the outer shell. But the outer shell, I think, has some bigger problems. So things are kind of getting compounded as I work here. So I think what I'm going to do is I think all of this stuff is too high, is what's happening. There's some larger issues happening because this the bottom of this piece actually comes down to like here. Maybe that this whole thing is sitting a little bit too low. Where does that hit his? It goes all the way down there, man. And I got some pretty big proportional issues happening, which I want to fix sooner than later. I think the shoulder joint is a little too high in the chest is what's happening. And then I think that piece is a little too high as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this guy. I think all of this stuff has got to come up. So let's get rid of those guys. Let's get rid of these guys. And let's get rid of these guys. Basically, I want to take this whole thing and move it up. That's fine, whatever. So we'll grab this guy, and I think he needs to move up more. Something like that. Grab this guy, move him up. Grab these guys and move them. They're fine. These guys and move them up just a little bit. Okay. And now we're going to grab this. I think all of this stuff needs to move down is what's happening. That's feeling a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Think that's a little bit closer to what we want. Those guys are ginormous. I think what's happening is these guys are too big. So we'll pull that guy down. We'll mirror and weld again. That's fine. These guys are too large as well. Mirror and weld. There we go. That's starting to feel a little better. And I actually think that these guys are too tall. So let's bring those guys down more. Which means that these guys and these guys come down. These guys come down here. These guys bear with me for a second here while we get these scaled down to the correct size. Okay, mirror and weld that. This dude. So we're going to grab all of this. Going to grab all. There we go. We're going to grab all that. Yeah. We're going to pull all this stuff down. That's a little bit better. Okay. That feels better. We believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. That's feeling a little bit better. And I think this whole gun needs to be smaller as well. Little bit too big. So let's go to center. There we go. That feels better. Head placement, I think, is still a little bit off, obviously. Let's grab this dude, the Booleans here. Those guys, and then we'll just pull them down a little bit. Just for now, just to give that cutout a little bit more room. Okay. That feels a little bit better. James, what's up, buddy? How are you, sir? That feels better. Look at that. Okay, cool. Now we get back to it. Yeah, that was a little iffy there for a minute. I was like, oh man, this is not good. Okay, we got a little got some things down here. Grab this dude. Alright, we're gonna go back to brush insert. So brush insert, we're gonna go back to my insert brush. We're gonna use a Q cube and we're just going to pull this guy. I really don't like that. Let's isolate this guy. I think I'm just going to rip off this dude here. Waking up sculpting. Oh yeah, nice dude. I'm taking the Simon Lee sculpting class right now, so I've been doing a lot of actual clay sculpting lately. On top of all this fun shikaka. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, we're gonna grab this guy. We're gonna do single poly, and we're just gonna grab this guy. But I'm gonna hold control down and just rip this dude off right here. Done. Let's hide that. Split hidden. Turn all that back off. There we go. So now I have this plane. What I really want to do is I want to make sure that the pieces are the same as the edges. So let's go there. We're going to go here. So I know that this is parallel to this guy. That's really the only thing that I wanted. That was the problem with the insert mesh, is that I couldn't verify that it was exactly parallel to this line, and that's really what I wanted. Okay, so turn that off. We are on here. We're going to Q mesh. I'm just going to give this guy a little bit of thickness here. And then we're going to... I need a slant back here, so what I'm going to do is just use my mask. Make sure that that's okay, and then we'll just add that slant back here. Cool. That's what I want. This guy can just live right on there. He could be a little bit thinner there. Okay. And we can make it work. So this is going to be the piece that this piston is braced against. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see it in here, but like there's this tab that goes up that this piston comes down and connects into on both sides there. Can't really see it. Yeah, Simon Lee is he's pretty good, you know. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. He's got that. Okay, we're gonna do... He lives on the edge there and almost on the edge there. Okay, so we're gonna grab this guy. How do you get into sculpting for Pixologic? Pixologic. Get good. No, I'm just joking. I think there's no real prerequisites for it. They're always looking for new streamers. So if you're a streamer and you do a lot of Pixologic stuff and you're into to teaching and stuff, just reach out to them. And they take a look at you and they're like, "Are you worthy?" And then they'll be like, "You're worthy," or like, "We're gonna pass." Yeah, you can just email them. Okay. I think this guy needs to be just a touch bigger. Okay, cool. I think he's... That's fine. And then he's got like this little offset to him. So we're going to go back here to my Z modeler. We're going to come in here. We're going to do inset a single poly. Center and border I think is fine. So I'm just going to inset this guy real quick. That's fine, I think. So when you do inset, it probably will give you different lengths here. So what you can do is just use the edge actions and slide and just do a regular edge, and then you can just why are you doing that? Oh, because it's going back through there. That's why. Hold down shift. No, that's not it. Okay, so instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll just duplicate. You don't want to do that? Fine, I'll just duplicate you. How about that? How about them apples? How about them apples? I win. Haha, I win. Okay, so he's got this little guy there. And then the piston lives on the inside of that. So we have to make sure that... Oh, no, sorry, the piston lives on the outside of that. That's fine. Right, because these guys live about like this. Alright, so let's block in where that piston's going to be real quick. So... how do I want to do it? Let's just append this time. Good God, man. We're going to go ahead and put that in here. Scale this mamma jamma down. Good morning. Hi, buddies. Hi. How are you doing? It's baby break. Baby break. Hi. What are you doing? Hi. Did you have a good sleepies? Did you just wake up? Okay, that's not too terrible. You want to come say hi to everybody, buddy? Buddy? Everybody, buddy? You want to come say hi? Hi! Dad, you're working on all the cool stuff. You smell like poo-poos.
No.
Did you change your diaper? Yeah, she's got some poops, man. Say hi! Baby break! Hi. Hi. Dad, can I play with this stuff? Please. Can I please play with this stuff? I want to eat it all. Look at her. She's just like, this is the coolest stuff ever. Mom, why do my toys not look like this? Yeah, check this out. Look at that guy. Ooh. She's looking at the lights on my mouse. Ooh. What do you think? It's like, Dad, I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm kind of out of it still. What the heck? I think she's overwhelmed. I don't know, there's so much cool stuff to look at. Alright, you want to say goodbye? Say bye-bye. Okay, bye, everybody. Look, she's waving. Okay, bye. God, Dad, there's nobody over there. Why are you waving to the monitor? Huh? Why are you waving to the monitor? Bye-bye. 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 Alright. I'll be done pretty soon. Got about half hour. Yeah. Get out of here, sucker. Get out of here, sucker. Alright. Oh, it's baby break. Alright, this is the piston. That's what we're doing. We'll just get the basic block out here. Size and proportion. Okay, he lives... So there's like a little circular piece back here. And this guy lives... about like that. Something like that. That's the basic idea. And then there's another one on this side here. He actually lives almost right on there. Okay, cool. Something like that. So like the bottom is a little bit thinner. So this intersection is totally fine. Okay, that's cool. Let's actually make that piece back there as well. So let's actually grab this dude. We'll just make a new one. Let's go append, grab a new cylinder, grab him, put him in the folder. I'm mostly doing append because it'll make sure that it's squared up in 3D space. So we'll go 90. This guy's gonna live about like this. So he lives right about there. Is he pretty much flush with the top of that piece? Okay. I think he's a little bit smaller though. Something right about there. Perfect. Yeah, he's going to actually come out to right about there. Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going? Yes, you are awake. Dad? No, you just woke up, dude. You skip your nap. Have you been up for a little while? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna grab this dude. Let's duplicate this guy. Duplicate. Okay, and then there's going to be... He's gonna live like... about like, whoa. You have a good sleep, buddy? Mm-hmm. Good.
Did you finally finish your guy?
No, not yet.
Cool.
You wanna see him?
Mm-hmm. He's really cool. You made a
Is he made out of Legos or blocks? He's made out of polygons, actually.
What are polygons?
Those are blocks on the computer.
Cool.
Yeah, this guy's pretty cool, huh?
I know. Hey, that looks like the guy you are working on.
Yeah, I'm making them in real, and I'm making them in digital.
Amazing! That's cool, dude.
Isn't that cool, dude? Legos and polygons, yep.
So,
Virtual Legos.
these are polygons,
Those are polygons.
and those are blocks. Body?
This is plastic.
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 Why
Yeah.
is it plastic?
It's plastic because that's what they decided to make the pieces out of. Because it's easier to make them out of plastic than it is to make them out of metal or wood.
I know what plastic does when you drop it.
Does it break?
Yes.
Sometimes. Plastic, if you drop glass, does it break? Yeah. What if you drop wood? Nah, probably not, huh? What if you drop metal?
What if you drop brick?
Depending on how far it drops. Most of the time it won't break.
Brick is pretty strong because it won't break. Duh.
Duh. All right. Let's duplicate this guy over.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. I mean, come on.
Come on, dude. You see it?
What?
You see that squirrel over there? It's watching you.
This one over here?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's my screen. See?
Amazing.
What?
And that screen's watching you.
That
too.
one is too. That's so crazy.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Wow, so cool.
Alright, so let's mirror that. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's duplicate this guy first. So we'll duplicate. And then mirror it. And then pull this dude over. That's amazing!
So much fun.
So much awesome!
So much awesome fun. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so much awesome fun. Okay, and we'll take these two. Are amazing! I see what you did there. Okay, we'll do that, and then we're going to merge these down. Where is this guy? This one and this one. Okay, we'll merge down. That's fine. Okay, cool. Auto groups. Alright, so now that's on the same one. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. So this one, we're going to pull these pieces down.
Yes.
Mom's calling you, I think, buddy.
Now let's go potty.
Okay, so now we're going to work on, there's some arm pieces that come over here like this. I think what we're going to do, maybe just model them right off of that piece. Yeah, let's do that. So here's what we're gonna do. So we've got a couple of like arm pieces that there's one that comes over here, and then there's one that comes down here like this. So I think what I'm gonna do is just grab some surfaces here, extrude them, and then extrude one line here and then one line there. Kind of a question, but you're remeshing these Boolean geometries after all this? Yes, Clagan. Yes. There'll be a pretty drawn out process of creating the final Boolean piece, remeshing it, kind of finicking it to the right correct shape, and then getting them to the right consistency. Alright, so I'm going to grab, let's see what I'm going to grab. I want it to go kind of straight over, so I think I'm going to grab from here, and then I grab down to, say, here. Okay, so then we'll do QMesh, polygroup all, and we'll just pull this off like this. So there's like a little thickness here. And then we'll take this piece and pull it out. And then we'll grab these, pull them out like this. Now what I can do is just grab that. And I can literally just, oh boy. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Let's mask all that first. There we go. That's what I want. Ooh, wait. There we go. That's it. So mask all that. Put that back. All right, buddy. You're back. Okay.
First I was mad before I went because I wanted to play with you.
Oh.
Then when I went poop, I didn't went poop.
Mhm.
I just went pee.
Okay.
First, Mom put in chicken's poop, and then it smelled pee sticky. And then I went pee, and then Mom got me off.
You guys are getting the lowdown right now. Uh-huh.
Really fast, and then now I'm back.
Okay, good. Excellent.
What does excellent mean?
I said excellent.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent.
Excellent. Like X.
Like X, yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent job.
Excellent job. That's like when you do something really awesome and somebody says, excellent job.
This says that. Excellent job.
That's good. Alright, I think instead of doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do this move by brush radius. What?
What if I can play on your phone?
No, we're not going to play on the phone right now.
Why?
Because we're going to go have breakfast in a minute.
Let's have breakfast first, and then maybe we can do something. Maybe some dinner those.
Yeah, I'm going to be done here in a second, buddy. All right, had to parent real quick. All right, so what I'm using is this. All right. What I'm using is this point, move, and infinite depth. So this is another reason why I keep everything snapped to each side, is because I can use, if I really need to, I can use this infinite depth, which is really awesome. So basically, it's taking everything within my brush size and going infinitely this way. So it grabs, because these two are on the same point, I can literally just grab this and move it, which is freaking awesome. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, that. Let's move these guys up and over. They come over here like this. And then I can grab this guy and move him up like that.
Sorry, Dad.
That's okay, bud. And sometimes, if it doesn't work for some reason, let's do auto groups real quick. And let's just isolate this guy. For some reason, if it doesn't work, you can always just mask and then move it with a widget, with a tool, or with a widget. Sorry. Think we'll make this a little bit thinner down here. That's okay. Yeah, what's up, Elite? How you doing, man? Alright, let's see if that shape feels right. It's pretty close. Dude, I've been good. I have been good. Alright. So let's see. Why does this guy not have a Boolean anymore? That's weird. So that looks about right. And then those live just on the inside of this. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll do delete hidden. I'll do control click, reshape, and then control drag, control shift drag, no, control alt drag. Yeah, that's it. Cool. And now I got my supports. Then what I actually need to do is this guy actually needs to be bigger. So alt click, sorry, control click, I always get those wrong. Move that to be bigger. Okay, I think these are a little bit too thick. Yeah, they're quite thin. Let's undo that. Go back to here. We'll thin these guys out. Slam it right about there. Okay, control alt drag. Right about there. Alt control click. Reset this guy. scale on him. Okay, that's about right. Okay, cool. So let's actually, I think I want to break those up. And this piece is a little bit too big. So let's isolate this guy. We'll do delete hidden. Isolate this guy. I'm going to do my move points is still active. And I'm just going to pull these guys back a little bit. I want to thin this little piece out. I just care about the silhouette at this point. I don't really care about all this inner stuff. Even though I'm... Alright. So I just wanted this little radius a little bit softer. Okay. And now that... what's great about this is that I maintain this edge loop here so that I can still come in and insert edge loops and do modeling on the inside of this. So we do that. We're going to do poly loop. I'm going to pull this in a little bit. We're going to add this piece here. We're going to poly loop. I'm going to pull that out. Pedro, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I know, man. I missed being at the summit. That's for sure. I'm going to take these guys. We're going to do edge loop complete. And we're just going to slide this in a little bit. Game dev trick is to make your transitions not quite 90 and be a little bit more obtuse than 90, so that you can see those ridges on more rounds and catch more light. So the same thing I'm going to do here. I'm just going to pull this guy in just a touch. Alright, and then we're going to go insert we're actually going to insert actual mesh here. That's what we're going to do. I have trouble Z-remeshing geometries before, especially with a mesh with depth, since the loops mess with each other, ruining the loop of the 90 degrees form. Yeah, I'd have to see it, Clegan. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough just looking at it, you know. It's just, you know, it's tough trying to get what you're saying, you know. That was Marlon Brando, not Trump. Just wanted to clarify that. Let's go. At this case, I'm just going to brush insert. I was going to use Geo to give my little. I have like 4 little pieces right here, but the shape is wrong. So instead, I'm just going to use one of these guys. These guys. Hey. I'm just going to delete all these extra geo, and then I'll just size it. Like that. Having angles that are not exactly 90 degrees will make it easier to unwrap, and the planar change will also show better in the final bake. Yep, exactly. I use that all the time. All the time. It's easier to bake, it's easier, like this 90 degrees, this is okay. That's okay. But like these, like when you have insets and stuff like this, you want them to be a little bit more than 90, say like 100 degrees. Yeah, it helps when you're baking the normal maps as well. Okay, so then this guy we're gonna move down here like this. Okay, and then we're going to move another one up here. We'll rotate that 90 degrees. I'm just eyeballing this stuff. It doesn't really matter too much. And then we'll pull another one over here. That's what I want. Now, in order to do that Control Alt drag, I don't really want to do that because I want to have it mirrored. So, I think what I'm going to do, usually when I want to mirror something, I'll just duplicate the whole piece. Alright, so now I'm on a duplicate. Let's get rid of all this stuff. We'll do delete hidden. And then now instead of mirror and weld, we want to mirror and weld on the Z, which will give me that. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So instead of mirror and welding, I'll just mirror on the Z. There we go. So now I've got it mirrored. Now it's a separate subtool, so I can pull it down if I want to, or I can just keep it separate, which is fine. This, why are your booleans messed up, bro? Bro, why is your boolean messed up, man? Like I don't even know, man. Why is your, why is anything messed up? Nah, man, I don't know, man. Okay, we'll get back to all that stuff. All right. So we got the majority of that arm joint blocked out. So now you can see the functionality, right? So this rotates, right? So it'll kind of this whole the gun can rotate around this way from this joint. The whole thing can rotate out this way from this joint. And then the whole arm can swing this way from this joint. Right? Righto. Okay, got some other pieces that we can start pulling from. I like this little piece right here. Where is that? Where are you? See. Alright, so I want to duplicate this guy. We'll take him, we'll throw him all the way down to the bottom. Put him in there. That's what I want. We're going to pull this dude up here. Where's he go? I just lost where that guy goes. Oh, okay. It's just one of them. So then we'll hide that guy. Delete hidden. Move him like a so. Look up here. Look up here. Oh, Paul. So this guy lives here. He's a little bit smaller. Okay, that guy lives there. Cool. Except that he's got a kind of a backward slope. So we'll do... For a backward slope, we'll just rotate this guy like that. Haha! Success! Great success. Cool. Got that. Awesome. And I actually think that this dude is still not quite long enough. Push that guy back a little bit more. And then we'll grab all of this. And then we'll just push this guy back just a touch more. And then we'll grab this Boolean. Where's the Boolean? Oh, I don't want those guys there. I want those guys up there. This is the Boolean. Comes back a little bit more like that. Okay, cool. And it's just really about kind of, once you start getting all the elements in there, to start getting all those proportions a little bit closer to correct. So this one also has another little piece, so I'm going to go G, I'm going to go single poly, I'm just going to rip another piece off of here. Look at it. Going to hide that, split hidden. I'm going to grab this piece, I'm going to pull that to the center, make sure it's all good. And then now I've got this little plate that lives here like this. And then we can Q-mesh, do Q-mesh. No, I'm on edge. I don't want edge. I want Q-mesh, a single poly. We'll give that a little bit of thickness. Cool, and I got a little plate there. You see, like, once you kind of get the gist of how the Z-modeler works, you can just start jamming pretty damn quick. Pretty damn quick. Okay, I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to duplicate him. I'm going to put that here, make sure that's there. I'm going to give that a little bit of this and this. And I want to match. This got a little border right here. Make that a little bit wider, a little bit shorter. Okay, got a little border there. Probably more something like that. Now in this border, what I'll do is I'll pull him up here like this, and what we'll do is we're going to append a cube. We're going to grab this guy. I really don't like this geo, so I'll just do a quick Q cube as 1-to-1. So we'll do Q cube.
Breakfast is getting cold.
Okay, I'm almost done. Wrapping up right now. Okay. Just going to delete these edges real quick. So let's just do delete edge loop complete. Great, I just want this guy. Alright, and then this is going to be, there's a Boolean here. Gonna pull him. Where's this guy? That's that guy. Okay. Give me more. This guy's going to come up right to there. He's going to be a new one. This is going to be a negative space. And then just want to do a quick cutout like that. Cool. We could do just that. Like that. Hey, where'd you go? There we go. And then there's another one. We'll do that. We'll duplicate this guy. Throw him down here. Rotate 90 degrees. There's also one there. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll mirror and weld. Across a Y. Mirror and weld. Nope. Nah, we won't mirror and weld. We'll just grab this. Move that up. So it blocks out this piece. Grab that guy. And then we'll block out that piece. Cool. So now I made a little border for that day. Cool. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Yeah. All right. I think that's gonna be it for this week, boys and girls, ladies and Germans. So we got this piece blocked out. We fixed up this the shield piece, and we worked out the whole shoulder joint functionality. Yeah, that was good. Oh, and we resized some of the body structure as well. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. If you'd like to go back and see some of the previous work that has been done on this guy, go to ZBrushLive.com and just find my page on there, and you'll see all the progress, all the progresses, all the way up to here. I think pretty much. I don't think I've done any work on this guy outside of these streams, so that's why we continue on this long stream, this long project. But it's pretty much all made with ZModeler and Z-remeshing, Booleans, and I think maskings. And there's some masking stuff in there too. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned a couple things. But most of all, I hope you were inspired to go make your own stuff. So get out there, go make some cool shikaka. And be sure to follow the Pixelogic page here. There's lots of other amazing artists. And don't forget to go outside. I heard the sun's good for you. Alright, guys. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you in 2 weeks. Peace.